But we got to shit on Goose Island.
Halfway. If you want to be on screen, you have to scoot over.
I was happy to let them.
No, you're good
Sure?
then.
Okay.
Is it going?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Get a little closer to Kyle.
I kind of just want to like hug him for the review, but I just got awkward.
Make sure we cut all this from the beginning.
Fuck no.
Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Let's
Imbibe.
Do your bit.
do it from the top. Do it from the top. Edit all this out. 3, 2.
Do your bit.
Baba
Man,
Booey.
Sean's really being a piece of shit. He's like he's getting up into that level. Not quite like Thomas or you, but just in there.
Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell. Get all the updates. Then make sure you check out Keith from 93 Lumber, Joe from the Beer Patrol. I'll link to their channels below in the description box. So, big props to Joe.
Okay.
He's alive, which is freaking amazing after his open heart surgery.
Awkward, but I'll appreciate it.
And no, I'm publicly stating that I'm happy you're alive.
No, it's
How is that awkward? That's amazing. Anyway,
awkward, but I appreciate it.
Joe saw how upset I was that Goose Island this year is not releasing a barley wine, a wheat wine, or a coffee stout. And Joe said to himself, I want to cheer him up. What can I do to cheer him up? And he brought this beer.
I did.
Joe, can you tell us about this beer, please?
I can say that I know absolutely nothing about it. Matt off camera, he's an expert. He drank 43 of them. No,
43
so this was released, I believe, in early 2019-ish. It is a barrel-aged barley wine called
Wheat wine.
wheat wine called Gold Strap. I think it's 14.6%, and it's in Woodford bourbon barrels, hand selected. Like they with their hands selected these barrels.
They weren't dropped off at the
No.
brewery and they had to use them. They went hand selected them. Because you can totally tell with different barrels which ones you want to hand
We're
select.
experts at this point, right?
Not us, they are.
No, we are too. Just in general?
I'm gonna be honest with you, I couldn't pick out a barrel that's better than any other barrel.
No, probably not.
So thank you, Joe, for bringing
No,
this beer.
cool. I
said you brought
Oh
it.
my God!
What did I do?
You ruined it. Is it infected?
It might be infected.
That would be fantastic.
Wait.
You know what helps if you put it in your glass?
I was trying to,
Yeah, no, just drip it all over
All
me.
right, I'm
No,
just gonna. I think it's uncouth to pour it into my own glass
What
first.
if it's infected? You'd be upset about that.
It's not effective.
All right, I was
Because
trying.
if you poured it right now and put it down and it came out of the bottle,
save
kept
some.
coming, it would be.
I was trying to pour it into
Save some for.
other people.
All right.
This isn't that much.
I'm gonna need everyone just to settle down.
That's
a bit.
off camera. You can sit there.
I can't.
I mean, when it comes to
whatever.
the Goose
It's just-
Island,
I'm sorry, they're not releasing the wheat wine, the barley wine, or
Well,
the
like I
coffee
said,
stuff this year.
what
So,
it
so I'm sorry, I helped myself to a little bit of a pour. My apologies.
you could do one of those things where it's like you could look at my shirt and say, you may ask yourself, why is Goose Island's variant so terrible this year? And the answer is because they're fucking stupid. That's all I got. So,
All right, so it definitely looks like a barley wine. It's that brownish, reddish kind of color. No head. I mean, it's really. All right, let's get into the aroma.
Smells like dirt.
Retail grind.
I think it's infected.
The best grind. No, not really. The worst grind, actually.
The worst grind.
I do get some sweetness.
Dirt. Yeah, there's like a huge earthy.
There's a very big earthy
something
thing.
happening.
But yeah, there's this sweet caramel, a little bit of fig, but there is this earthy. There's unmistakably earthy note. Okay, dirt. It smells like dirt. But it's a weird, like, if you're here, I'll try to do a Keithism. So, like, you know that thing where, like, you're chewing caramel, but with your mouth open, and then it
You have to
falls
grunt
out
and
and
scream
falls.
for 15 minutes, not saying anything, and then talking. So
And it falls in the dirt, and, like, you accidentally step on it, but you pick it up, and then you smell it again. It's that thing. It's that thing. We've all been there.
I don't know.
I don't know.
What the hell is just happening?
And then the workers of the world united, and that thing.
If-
It's that thing.
If I had to guess on a scale of 1 to infected, this is gonna be gross. But I
You
don't
think
know.
so?
We'll see.
You think so? Do you
Wait,
think
you
it
think?
smells that? Like, I'm not
So,
getting
a little
cherry.
bit. It
You're
doesn't,
wrong.
it doesn't smell
I
great.
think it's gonna be a little gross.
you're
I
wrong.
think so.
Just a little.
All
Needs
right.
to be delicious.
That's the only one
I
way to
hope
find
I'm
out.
so
Only
fucking
one way to
wrong.
find out.
All right,
Cheers.
cheers.
Thanks for bringing it. No matter what, thank you for bringing it. That was very kind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of like.
It's not.
It's not.
offensive.
Oh, the
It's-
aftertaste
but
is
it's
pretty fucking
tight.
fantastic, but like the
Yeah,
the
it's
beginning
got
of
it,
it's
yeah.
like
I feel like That's what I would imagine a caterpillar tastes like.
What a caterpillar!
Yeah,
You
if you
people
ate
watching who don't know Keith, you're like, what a ridiculous thing to say about how Keith describes beers.
Like a really sweet caterpillar.
If you gave it to me,
I
without
was
knowing
pretty
what
dead
it
on
was,
with a
I actually
Keithism.
would like it.
I
but
think it's
just not knowing what it was.
Yeah, I actually like enjoy it, but like not for what it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this
It
is
reminds
not the
me,
beer I
actually, not to,
No.
because again, like he brought it because of the Goose Island thing, but kind of reminds me of their 2015 barley wine that was infected. It had a
I
little
gotta
bit of a
go find
cherry
my bottles
note.
at home.
It wasn't actually even like it wasn't like awful. It just wasn't what that beer was supposed to be. This has a little bit of that cherry thing. It has some, definitely that earthy thing. It's definitely not what they were trying to make this beer taste like.
And just to be clear, this
But
was
it's actually
kept around like 55, 60 for the last 2 years. So
Okay.
there's no
Okay.
the only
Bug spray.
fluctuation was put in the fridge when we got here, pretty much. So it wasn't mishandled. So
I get some of the caramel, I get some of the brown sugar, but there is this. Is astringent the right word? Like, what is that?
So right up front, I'm getting like so underneath everything like a slight like almost like appley thing going on.
yes,
right?
apple cider vinegar.
Yeah, but very slight
I do
at the
that with
beginning.
beer
It
sometimes.
kind of reminds me of laundry detergent.
Keith, I don't know where these
And
tasting notes are coming from.
I-
Keep 'em
Listen,
coming.
I know
Keep 'em
Keith
coming.
eats Tide Pods a lot.
Oh, he
so
was
he knows
that
what he's
guy in
talking
that
about.
video I saw on the news.
This explains
Yeah, I
a
started
whole
that
bunch of things.
yeah.
No, but so right up front, I get like that apple cider vinegar appley thing. As it carries on, I feel like the last 25%, like the finish, is what this beer should be at throughout. 'Cause
Should
I
have been
get
the whole time.
All of the caramelized, like
Yeah.
sugar daddies, everything.
Yeah.
You get the bourbon and stuff, but like the rest of like the underlying apple and everything
Yeah.
in the beginning, and it's a little watery too. Like I don't like.
It is a little thin.
It's
that
not
way.
like I think Steven said it best for me. Like, if you handed me this as a mystery beer, I'd be like, this is really weird, but man, I dig it in some sort of weird way.
Interesting.
But the
Okay,
fact
yeah,
that
yeah,
this
yeah.
is a 14.6% barrel aged wheat wine
Yeah.
that was apparently delicious at one point, not so much.
And people said to age it, but
Yeah, they did. It's on. Yeah,
but I see the soapy thing.
This is,
I get your soapy detergent
like
thing.
a-
Actually, all jokes aside, I do get that soapy thing.
this is the chance you take with barrel aged stuff. Like, you don't know what
Yeah.
happens, and it's been 2.5 years. And maybe some of them are, maybe some of them are not. Who knows? But like mine totally is, and that's a bummer.
Going back to the original thing though, like again, seriously, thank you for bringing this beer because that was really sweet, and the sadness I had about this year's lineup, and that was really awesome.
Yeah, like I think
Thank
I
you.
have
It
to.
reflects the sadness of the lineup, right?
This is also the most
Like, see,
fitting
this
thing.
is,
Like,
this is where this is
yeah,
perfect.
the
I like-
sadness continues.
I think I almost have to apologize to Goose Island for the initial hate and just direct it all towards other heads.
So now there's
That's what I
two
should do.
breweries I'm not happy with a lack of decent wheat wine.
No, I mean
So-
that's so. This is the thing. This is the chance you take when you age stuff.
Yep, for
Especially
sure.
barrel aged
For
stuff.
sure.
Like the barrels can you
For
like
sure.
just get a little bit of stuff in there, and over time it grows, and this is what it becomes. But
Yeah.
I'm starting to get like a little bit of like an iced tea vibe, which is weird to me.
Yeah.
It's a little weird,
It
like a
looks like
little
iced
weird.
tea.
Yeah, it does, but like the taste, I'm like it's kind of like a slight powdered iced tea. Like I said, it's not bad. It's just
The
Specifically
aftertaste.
powdered iced tea.
The aftertaste really reminds me of like when you wash a glass and then you drink a beer, but you didn't wash the glass out
Yeah,
enough.
yeah.
There is like
Again,
that,
that like soapy,
soapy thing.
and it's a lemon based soap. I actually I get a little citrus, like
Yeah.
lemony.
Yeah, well,
not quite pledge, but like yeah.
And that's where like the infection comes from. Your
Yeah.
like, acidic type of the acidic
Yeah.
kind of vibe. But like I said, I don't hate it. Like I don't hate it. I just thought it was gonna be bonkers amazing, and it's
Yeah,
Nah,
we were
it's
so
kinda-
we've
yeah.
been talking about this beer since yesterday, or actually before
Just-
yesterday.
just-
because
just
you were
because
telling
of the
me
Goose
before.
Island lineup,
You were
babe.
telling me before we even
Well,
came.
if you
that you were
want 'em
bringing it.
on,
Let's
that's
direct
great.
the anger at Goose Island because
Taco,
they're very
come here.
like
You know who's on my list?
Get
Goose
him.
Island's on my list. Other half's on my list. Taco
Fidens?
for breaking my
Fidens?
nose is on this
Fidens
list.
for not aging their beers long enough. Like,
Biden
what are we doing?
should wait 2 weeks till they release their beers.
Yep.
A lot of people on my list right now.
Yeah.
Is this going on my channel? Right? Yeah. A lot of people on my list. A lot of people on notice right now by No Hype Beer Reviews. Kind of a big deal. To
A huge, just like
To
a huge,
my mom.
Like, and that's the thing. I speak from the heart that is kind of fixed out. But Kyle, all day long, nothing but a stand-up individual, no issues, never drunk, just a great guy. Never on a list called the piece of crap list. Not happening. Never.
trying
Never
to be
happened.
a good person in this
Just
world.
a great guy, and I'm glad I shared this infected, terrible beer with him.
Aw, Joe. All right. Anyone who does a BeerTube channel, subscribe to all of them.
Or
That's
don't.
just what I'm gonna
Or
say.
don't. Like,
No,
don't
subscribe
force
to all
them.
of them.
Don't force them to.
All of them.
Okay.
All of them.
Okay.
Now you can unsubscribe to the ones you don't end up liking, but subscribe to all of them initially.
Like Keith, if you like soapy dishwater, eating caterpillars from the earthy dirt, those are your tasting notes. This man has 23-minute videos full of them.
Yes.
It's a fantastic channel. You watch it, you will not be disappointed. Trust me.
You know that thing where like you're at a convenience store and you open the cooler and it smells like you haven't cleaned the filter in a while? That's this beer if they spilled maple syrup into it.
There's a little bit of powdered iced tea, don't lie.
I feel like that's an actual review.
Keith may have said that exactly. I may have lifted that from a review of it.
Is you're like, oh, he's just joking. No,
No,
this is fucking
no.
And
This
like,
dude's
you go,
eating caterpillars.
random,
and that's what this beer tastes like.
And his reviews are anywhere from like 10 to like 48 minutes.
Yeah.
And like the tasting notes, they're the spectrum of everything in life. It's fantastic.
You want to fast forward like 8.5 minutes to get to the tasting notes. And
No, the best part is the last 10 to 12 minutes are just strictly rants.
Yeah.
That's all you need to watch.
Yeah. Yeah. Usually about what the proletariat needs to do.
As I drink this beer, I get more pissed off.
Are you
so
still
I'm just
talking?
gonna stop. Yeah, we are.
So
we're just
Keith,
pumping
and also
Keith
says,
up.
make
That's all
sure
we're doing.
He doesn't
93
need
number.
help.
93 number. I'll link to all the channels below. So make sure, seriously, if you subscribe to me, subscribe to these other guys. They're awesome
The
dudes. We're having so much
experience was
fun.
great, even
It's
though
aw-
it was
yeah,
bad
it was a great experience. And again, it was very thoughtful. So I appreciate that. But
Because I love you now.
seriously, like it's awesome, you know. And I'm really happy, and I'm not gonna get overly emotional because we've been drinking. But like, it's awesome. This is really awesome. So check them both out. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untapped. It's No Hype Beer Reviews about those places. So always please like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly,
Get
the
vaccinated.
word
Revive.
is imbibe.
Revive?
IMBIBE. Imbibe. Cheers, everyone.
Contrived. I don't. What beer? What is it? I don't know. They all know. What a fucking terrible. This is like the
Yeah,
quintessential. I
it's a
don't
question I
hate
get.
beer.
Not
I
that I
wish
get
it
a
was
lot of
Mr.